Hey everyone, RogueGold here, welcome back to the Division 2. In this video, I've got a quick but quite important news roundup for you all. Now I know a lot of the community discussion and focus right now is still tied up with the finale for Year 6 Season 1. I put out a video recapping that yesterday, appreciate anyone who checked it out. But alongside the release of TU 21.4 this week, there were a lot of other small and subtle things added to the game, and alongside some new comments from the developers, we know that there's some big new things on the horizon for the game. This includes new details on what is going to be, and I say this I promise without hyperbole, the best weekend for farming in the history of the Division franchise. That's coming up later this month. And additionally, hot off the heels of the summer event that happened last month, we just got confirmation that there is another limited time event coming to the game later in September. So we got a lot of stuff to break down, and let's get right to it. Alright, so first up, let's talk about this pretty insane window of farming that is soon coming to the game. If you've logged in this week, you've likely noticed that you are getting a lot of XP right now, and that is because for the first time in at least a very long time in the Division 2 and the Division's history, the game is currently running an XP event. There was a splash screen that you might have seen when you logged onto the game, but currently with the release of the next trial, there's a 3x XP event happening. If you go into your seasonal menu and open up the details for the next trial, you can see it there. Now the caveat is that there's a cap. This is capped at 70 million XP, so for 100 levels worth of shade experience, you can earn that at 3 times the normal rate. So pretty good, right? And people have been taking advantage of that already, but what if I told you that there's an even better one coming up? Now, we covered this back on Tuesday. You might have known if you watched my video from then that there is a 5x XP event that has also been added to the seasonal calendar coming 3 weeks from today when I'm posting this video. And that might sound crazy enough on its own, but we have now learned 2 additional details that make this, like I said in the intro, the best time there is ever going to have been for farming in the Division. I'm not kidding. Those 2 things are, for one, it is confirmed that this is going to overlap with the Golden Bullet Global event. You can see this in the seasonal calendar, and it was commented on Twitter that this is going to happen presumably over that same weekend that Golden Bullet goes live. So already you're going to be able to earn 5 times the amount of Shade XP while playing a global event, meaning you can earn stars even faster and spend those stars on caches for exotics, optimization materials, whatever you want. But aside from that, there were some concerns that, well, if this 5 times event is actually capped at the same 100 levels that this current one is, then it's going to be good, but we're going to blast through it pretty quick, right? And that is where we got some news. Confirmed by Daria, the game's community developer. I will put this up on screen. Somebody asked, can you clarify if the X5 event is going to work the same way? Is that capped? And she replied by saying it is going to be capped at 700 million XP, which is the equivalent of 1,000 shade levels. So, my friends, I cannot understate the significance of what this event is going to be. If you need XP in the Division 2, if you need extra materials or exotics or whatever that you can earn from the global event, beginning 3 weeks from today on Thursday, September 26th is going to be the best period there has ever been to farm in the Division 2. I presume that because it's starting on a Thursday, this event is just going to last over that weekend. We'll find out for sure as the date grows closer. But 1,000 levels worth of 5 times XP while Golden Bullet is active is insane. So look forward to more coverage on that from me as it grows closer. But yeah, mark your calendars, that's coming up. Alright, but that's not all. We also then have some news on the new named item that was secretly added to the game with the TU 21.4 update this week. Some players had noticed that if you looked at the expertise menu, there was a new named pistol added called the Harvest. And for the first day that this was live, people were trying to figure out how you get it. Was it tied to some sort of secret, a puzzle, something with the finale? Well, it turns out you can't claim it in the game quite yet, but it's actually going to be tied to another event. I posted over on Twitter back on Tuesday saying anyone have leads on finding this new named pistol could potentially be an unintended peek at a named item coming with Year 6 Season 2. And yet again, Daria came to the rescue with some handy information saying this handgun is an exclusive item that will be available during our upcoming seasonal event in September, just like our summer and winter events. More info coming soon. So there you have it, my friends. Just like that, we got confirmation that this month, not even in October for something like a Halloween event, but this month in September, we are getting yet another seasonal event in the Division 2. Now, I know that people were somewhat underwhelmed by the summer event. Maybe they were expecting more from it. I think with the resources available to this development team, we shouldn't expect some kind of huge content to come out with these things, but it's still something fun to log in and do, right? Some quick daily objectives, get some rewards, and specifically if we're getting a new named item with it, hopefully it's got a good talent on it. So yeah, wanted to pass along the news that we are expecting yet another seasonal event coming to the game later this month. And again, as always, once we hear more information, I will let you know all the details. And there you have it, my friends. That is your latest news roundup on these 2 stories for the Division 2. Again, I know we talked about the XP thing back on Tuesday, but given this latest information, I had to cover that to let you know that's coming up. And I also thought it was quite exciting to hear that we've got yet another seasonal event coming to the game this month. So between the two of those, hopefully you found this video enjoyable and informative. If so, I would love to hear your thoughts on everything that's coming. What do you think about this insane window of farming that is going to be active in the game later this month? And what are your hopes for this next seasonal event for the game? What do you hope comes on the new Harvest pistol that's going to be coming from that? As always, whatever thoughts you have, leave it down below and I would love to read through them. Like I said, y'all, the slow period is over and the Division 2 is picking some steam back up quite fast. We got these two things coming this month. The PTS for Year 6 Season 2 is set to go live any day now. And before we know it, Seasons 2.0 is going to be here next month in October. So tons of stuff coming up, and if you want to stay updated on it all, I would greatly appreciate you clicking that subscribe button if you haven't already. Tons more videos and content coming your way. But that is going to do it for me today, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Ow.